When I got married, my husband promised me on the first night not with flowers or expensive gifts, but with words that wrapped around my heart like a silent oath. May not, he said softly, his voice steady yet nervous. But I promise I will never leave you alone in this life. I believed him. That night wasn't loud or dramatic. It was quiet. The house still smelled of wedding flowers, and the lights were dim, as if even the walls wanted to respect the sacred beginning of our life together. I sat on the edge of the bed, my hands folded in my lap, my heart racing with fear, hope, and dreams I had carried since childhood. Marriage is strange like that. You spend years imagining it. But when it finally happens, reality feels heavier than dreams. My husband, Ion, sat beside me and took my trembling hands into his. His palms were warm, safe. From today, he said, your tears are my responsibility. Your fears are mine too. Even if the world turns against us, I will stand between you and every storm. Those words became my strength. The early days. Our early days were simple but beautiful. We didn't have much money. Our home was small and our furniture mismatched. But our laughter filled every corner. We shared tea in the mornings, dreams at night, and silence that felt comfortable, not empty. He used to leave for work before sunrise and return tired, sometimes frustrated, but never careless with me. When life bruised him, he leaned on my shoulder. When I felt weak, he became my shield. I thought promises lasted forever. I was wrong. Time changes people. Years passed, and slowly, something shifted. Responsibilities grew heavier. Financial stress entered our home like an uninvited guest. Ion began coming home late. Conversations shortened. Smiles faded. Where there was once warmth, there was now distance. I reminded myself of his promise. He's just tired, I told my heart again and again. But prison, just like love, without attention, even the strongest vows begin to crack. One night, after waiting hours for him, I finally asked, did I do something wrong? He looked at me, surprised, almost offended. No, I'm just busy. Busy became his favorite word. The silence between us. The silence between us grew louder than arguments. He stopped sharing his thoughts. I stopped sharing my fears. We lived in the same house, but in different emotional worlds. Still, I held on to that first night promise like a lifeline. Then came the night everything changed. I found a message on his phone, not romantic, not explicit but secretive.
Familiar? Personal. The kind of message that should never exist between a married man and another woman. My hands shook as I placed the phone back where it belonged. When he came home, I didn't scream. I didn't cry. I asked one question. Do you still remember the promise you made me on our first night? He froze. That silence told me everything. The truth hurts, but lies kill. I never meant to hurt you, he said later, his voice broken. But intentions don't erase pain. I didn't ask for perfection, I replied quietly. I asked for honesty. That night, I slept facing the wall, tears soaking my pillow. Not because he betrayed me, but because the man who once promised to protect my heart was now the one breaking it, choosing myself. Love doesn't always end with shouting or doors slamming. Sometimes it ends quietly, with disappointment, exhaustion, and self-respect rising where patience once lived. I didn't leave immediately. I tried. I fought. I reminded him of who we used to be. But love cannot survive alone. One morning, as sunlight entered our room, I realized something painful, yet freeing. I had kept my promise. He had not. So I packed my dignity before my clothes. Before leaving, I looked at him one last time and said, "The promise you made that night taught me how love should feel. The way you broke it taught me how strong I am without it. A new beginning." Today, I stand alone but not broken. I still believe in promises. I still believe in love. But now, I know this truth. A promise made on the first night means nothing unless it is honored every day.